Guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. Finding here today's entertainment helpful. Don't forget to smash the lovely like button, helps with the YouTube algorithm, getting the video out to more people. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Sorry about that. And bell notification, you'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. If you haven't signed up for a stocks or shares trading app and you're looking for one, why not check out the links in the description below. You'll get a free share for signing up and depositing a small amount. Free trade only requires a £1 deposit. Now, on with the show. We are discussing Luckin coffee, ticker symbol LK. And it has been up and down like a roller coaster recently. It was $50 a share and then got suspended for fraud, and since it's re-entered the market, it's gone up above $5 a share now, and it's dipping back down again. Now, the reason it was $51 a share was because of fraud, as I'm sure you know. They were claiming they had more customers than they did and more sales than they did, and they were claiming they were going to take over Starbucks in China. Now, I will put this here for you. It's a tweet from someone in China saying how they are going to, whenever they pass by Luckin Coffee, they never went in, but they looked through the mirror. There was never a queue. There was no one in there. Whereas Starbucks always had a queue, so did the others like Mermaid and all the other Costa. They all had queues, but Luckin Coffee never did. Now, they were saying how Chinese people are very patriotic, however they also love Western things, so they might have just gone to the wrong shop. It might have just been a case of they're catering to the office people who just want to grab a coffee and go, but still it wasn't the kind that you'd expect. And we want our money to go up, not down. If you bought in at 5, it will be going down right now, and here's why I think it will carry on going down. Now, they keep putting the earnings date back. It was supposed to be May, now then June. Now it was beginning June, and now 13th June, now 16th June, now 26th. Now they're talking it may even be put back to July. Whether it's 16th of June or whether it's going to be 26th of June or July, it's one thing that can be sure: earnings won't be that good because sales haven't been that good. And I think personally, if it doesn't get delisted, and remember, this is the reason why all the Chinese companies are at risk of being delisted. So there may actually be negative sentiment towards it, not with the world economy, but from Chinese people. Then I think after earnings it may drop to between $1 and $2. I don't usually give a share valuation pre-earnings for what it will be like post-earnings, but that's what I think it will hit. Also, another thing, one of the board members has just had to resign because it came out with he sent an email instructing the CEO to commit fraud. I'm glad they got rid of him, but as I said a few weeks ago, they should have had a clear out of the board. As you know, if you're in an office setup, when someone sends an email to someone else, there's usually an email chain, and usually they would be sending it to all of the board. So if all of the board is not cleared out, I think that will reflect badly with the investigation. Now, don't get me wrong, the new CEO might come in and clear out all the board, but until they do, I think this is going to drag the company down, and the investigation is still up in the air. I think it will not get delisted if they clear out the board, they produce the numbers, but they keep putting back the earnings date. They keep refusing to give the numbers. I mean, was the fraud that bad that they cannot produce numbers? I don't think they will commit fraud again, purely because they have the SEC looking at them, they have the Chinese auditors looking at them, they have the world economy looking at them. And remember, it wasn't the SEC who found this fraud, it was the Chinese auditors. So they know they were not going to get away with any more fraud. And if they commit fraud again, it'll be the end of the company. Now, we're going to discuss what happens to your shares if it does get delisted. If your shares get delisted, they will be suspended. The company has the right to list on another exchange. It will not be an American exchange. It will be on another exchange, such as they cannot go from the Nasdaq to the New York Stock Exchange. They cannot go to an American exchange. They will go to something like the Hong Kong exchange or London Stock Exchange, and it may cost them more to do that, carrying flag that they've been delisted from one exchange to go to another major exchange. Now, that may mean it will cost more for people who was investing in it before to invest in it, because there will be more brokerage fees. It will cost them money to be listed on that, and it will hurt them. Now, it won't hit highs of 50 again, so if you're getting in thinking of that, then you're deluding yourself. And it doesn't have as many stores as it claimed it did, but again, if this investigation ends up finding them okay to carry on, it will come up. But as I said before, that once they produce their numbers, it will dip first, which will provide a buying opportunity if you are considering going into them. But it will be a super spec play. Now, if it drops between $1 and $2, it might be worth picking up 12 shares, maybe even $100 worth, and just hiding them away. But I wouldn't put a massive amount in it. I've heard some people using the excuse, well, it went up to $5, I've doubled my money. But you haven't. You only double your money when you sell. If you're not selling, you haven't made anything. And please do your own due diligence on this, because I'm just some idiot on the internet. If you follow me and my advice, you will lose 100% of your money. Anyway, one thing is for sure, you will lose 100% of your money if you don't hit that like and subscribe button and comment in the box below. It really does help with the channel. Just kidding, but it does help with the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, have a nice weekend.